I realized recently that the whole talk about mental health stuff should include talking about mental health meds. Oh, sure. Yes.
Sorry, there's an ambulance outside my car, and I'm hoping they're not here for me.
No, it's okay. So, talking about mental health and the meds, is there anything particular, Mugnick, that should be talked about in that kind of realm? Because that is a very good thing that can be kind of glossed over.
What?
Talking about mental health meds.
Meds?
Because if it weren't for friends talking about the medications they were on, I wouldn't have had the courage to get some for myself. True, yes. And if you're, you know, friends talking about, whatever kind of medication, talking about that freely, wouldn't make it feel acceptable to get your own. So that is good. Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just spouting off words and, trying to understand things. But yeah, no, I understand. That is good because it doesn't stop at just mental health. You know, if there is medication that is required, then that shouldn't be frowned upon either. Well, I think side effects of meds should be talked about more too. Yes, yeah. Sometimes side effects for medication can be worse than what they're trying to prevent. Other times, like for my medication, it can start like a rash, and um, it's not like just a rash. If I get a rash, then I have to stop taking the medication and tell them because it can turn bad. But that's a side effect. Uh, oof. Yeah, sorry. That was my personal um interactions with medications. I keep trying it too, but I still keep getting rashes, so I stop. Ooh, fungus.
Mm.
Wrong person.
Anyways, I think I'm back now.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
They didn't come to pick you away.
no.
Well, I'm glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's minus 15 again. What? Really? Oh, it is. It's minus 15, and I'm sure with the wind chill, it's much worse.
I'm
Um,
cool.
I know. I was just gonna say, Mugnick. Um, Phagnatius or Aquatius Edge here is out in the elements. This is why he's sick. So,
Probably
w-
work day.
warm thoughts. Yes, in his car. I'm just saying. Well,
I'm the one that gets fucking cheated on. I sleep outside. I don't
um, do you want to tell Nick why?
while I'm outside.
Yes, why you're in your car.
Uh, I don't know. I was dating her for 7 years. I bought her a car, house, paid for her schooling. I quit my job to support hers, and after I bought her the house, she decided to leave me. She's been cheating on me for a while, and yeah, now she's living in my car, and I can't bear living with her, so I'm because she won't leave. I didn't rent out my house, but she refused.
Yeah. It, you probably saw that there was 2 rooms available to rent, but because
Who is
she's
this?
living there, she said no, that's not going to happen. And it's my thought that she should find her own place
She does have
to
her own place.
live
She could go stay with her mom.
and not bother with what's going on with Derek.
But it would interfere too much with my rent house. I actually had rent, wanted the whole house,
Yeah,
so we were paying her. But
yeah,
it would interfere too much with her life for
yeah,
her.
yeah.
You know, not like
That
ruin mine.
that just happened, and so mm, yeah, there's a lot going on. And I know, like that, you want to make sure that people are willing to share, but um, I think I can speak to for Derek, but we are people that don't mind sharing. Like, I think that we want people to feel free to share, like no matter what it is, your perspective, your view on anything at all. And so that kind of puts us in a situation where, we'll tell anybody about anything in our life. The only thing that for me personally is I don't want to overshare and make the other person um feel awkward. But if they ask, I'm just like, okay, game's on. Let's go. It's which one is a common trait? Excuse me, sorry. So I don't actually know um the last photo that I liked on Instagram. Was that last night that you said you're too efficient?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was supposed to do one every day, but I didn't feel up for it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no worries.
Yeah,
I trust me. I know.
I was gonna document the whole thing, but then I was like,
Uh-huh.
nah, fuck it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Maybe if I wasn't sick.
Uh being okay with sharing pretty much everything. Oh. Oh, really? Okay. Would you agree that you're well, I think you just demonstrated it, but are you okay with sharing anything about yourself?
Yeah, I share everything.
I
I'm an
and
open
I
book, man.
and I think that maybe what Nick is kind of alluding to is where you overshare to the point where other people feel uncomfortable. Have you experienced that?
No.
Okay. All right. I've definitely experienced that. Sometimes I make people uncomfortable. And so that's why I try and kind of rein in how much I tell people. Like, if there was anybody else here, actually, let me see who's here. Okay, no, it's just I wouldn't talk about so much stuff. Just
Yeah, I'm an open
because,
book.
yeah,
I don't really care. If somebody asks me a question, I'll always answer.
right.
I
No,
might warn you,
you
be
might,
like, you don't,
you
but then
don't want to know this. You
I'll
don't want to know this, but I'm going to tell you. Yeah,
fuck you. I opened my
what's
heart,
going?
and on the wrapper they have inspirational quotes.
Uh huh.
One of the on this hall says, "You've you've survived tough."
Not
That's what this hall.
yet. Not yet. You have to wait for it.
No, this one's. Oh,
Yeah, how do you know will make people uncomfortable? Yeah, for true, for certain. Um, for my experience, I was pleasantly surprised with the Happy Bunch. Um, some people, try and pull more information because, like Bella, they have that intuition, there's more information. Um, and, I
sorry.
play it safe and not, don't apologize. No apologies. Um, and, and so I explained my situation and things that and they want to know and they're, it's, I don't know. I think it's unique, which it shouldn't be. And I think that's why um we want to like make a podcast or at least making conversation, talking about these things and, make it, every day to talk about and learn from each other. Mike Dick usually says, "This is too much information," but and then, fill in what the
Yeah.
other information is. Yeah, yeah. No, it's we should info dump on people. We should be open for other people to do the same. We should listen to who's the hottest Spider-Man. Mitch, I'm gonna spin it around. Nick, who do you think is the hottest Spider-Man? Our other topics are job interviews. Was that mine or was that yours? I think that was mine, wasn't it?
I think it was mine.
Oh, was it yours? Job interviews?
Yeah, because I do really good at job interviews, so I was gonna talk about it before I end up. And
Okay, okay.
I don't know if
Uh,
there's ever.
okay, no worries. Magnic, I've been thinking about it, and I gotta pull up some pics. Okay, so Magnic is googling. What might help if you Google Spider-Man Rule 34. What was lack of stories? I'm just going through our notes here. What is lack of stories?
How do movies?
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Did you ever end up watching um Ambulance?
No. There's a little bit of it. Like I can't do it anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was the one with all the drones, right?
No, that's how I explained it. Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it anymore.
Okay. Um, Mug Dick says Tom Holland. So you were Garfield. I was Toby, and she's Tom Holland.
Yep.
She also says there may have been one time that I said Andrew Garfield, but he's got a very teenage boy. Oh, I see. It's just like when she was younger, she might have said Garfield, but she's older now, so
So she has to go for the youngest out of all of them.
he's not younger. He's just
Tom
younger
Holland?
looking. Yeah.
No, Tom Holland's younger.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be. I'll be right back.
Toby's like what, like 40?
Oh yeah, no. Tobey Maguire is old.
You think Tom Holland's older than Andrew Garfield?
Yes,
No.
I believe so. Uh, Andrew. My goodness. I'm gonna put on. Oh, he's 40? Jesus. Tom Holland. He doesn't look 40 at all. He's, well, yeah, 27. That sounds right. Huh. Andrew Garfield played off as such a child. Very well.
She's acting.
Yeah, but also physically. Like, I can act like a child, but people will know that I'm not. Uh, Tom Holland looks young, but more in a baby face. Yeah. Yeah. So, we're I we're going back to Mugneck. She said that when she was younger, she might have said Andrew Garfield, but now it's Tom Holland. So it's comes down to the taste of age. And she says yes or yeah. But now we know the ages of the Spoodermans. My goodness, I didn't know how Andrew was so old. Okay, let's go back. Lack of stories. Okay. Yeah, sheesh. Andrew's so old. Is he older than Toby?
I don't think so. Ow.
He's probably pretty close. Soon they'll have to make Spider-Man Mingonite. Yeah, and Spider-Man will have those bingo wings. Uh, so, social media. We need to have more topics.
I already gave you one.
Which one's that?
So we have the right to die.
Euthanasia. All right, Bug Nick. I think this is the point where you can go to bed. I'm gonna put on the kettle. Okay. Yeah, he actually sounds really good. But on the other hand, I don't think that in any form we have a title to cover that. Mike says, "Lol, the topic's too dark for me now." Is that what you're saying? Well, I'm just giving you a note. So if you have to dip, then it's understandable. I'm not saying that you're not capable of listening. I'm just saying that you might not want to. I'm still streaming, and this is kind of part of what I want like conversations to be. Is just about anything, you know. You know, life can be pretty great, and we can talk about all those aspects, even the end. So, do you want to talk about anything further about that? Derek?
What?
Do you want to talk about any further about those kind of things?
What things?
Death beyond?
It's up to you.
It's not up to me because I asked you the question.
I don't have anything to say, I guess. Like, in regards to what about it?
You see, this is where I fail because, I don't have anything that I know of. Um, like a subject to talk about.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little loopy. So I was
Don't
just thinking because
apologize.
Kevin has the medical assisted uh yes, I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember made, but they had to make revisions to it. They include various mental health because
Oh,
it's something worth dying over. But the Constitution just stated basically that because of their wording and stuff that they aren't legally allowed to do that because it's uh it's discriminatory.
oh wow.
So March 17th, 2024, people with any sort of mental illness can request aid.
Huh.
So before certain mental illnesses were implemented,
Right.
and now as of March 17th, they won't.
Oh wow.
So I can go down on March 17th.
No.
I know it's a long time.
It is a long time, but that
I
doesn't
think
mean that. Yeah.
we should have the right to go in to a funeral home, arrange our funeral, everything, lay down on a slab, and we take our suicide pill, and we die right there. Done.
If that was socially acceptable, yes,
It should be.
yes.
I'll do
If
it right
it
now.
if it was,
I'll do it tomorrow because I'm sure I'll funeral will be closed.
if it was, I'm all along with you.
Yeah, I'll do it
Because
tomorrow. No problem.
that is one of like my prerequisites. Is I just want to disappear. I don't want to um not offend people, but I don't want to make people think of me. So I just want to disappear. I want everything above board and just be gone.
And like, it's really made it hard to kill yourself these days. Everything's so limited. Everything's so painful.
Do you realize that most, let's say, quote unquote, normal people don't want people killing themselves?
I don't care what they want. It's selfish to want someone who wants. It's selfish for people
I
to want others to stay alive
I
when they
know,
don't
I
want to.
know, I know, I understand. Believe me, I do. But my point is, tell me more. I think we should have free mental health care before that, which we do, um, to an extent. Um, from my situation, it would be very difficult to reach those people in like my situation, um, because it's not just depression. It's not just you know a fleeting thing. It's something that is ingrained in the person, um, almost from birth. I don't know if you feel that or think the same way.
Keep going.
Okay, but um, it's just part of somebody, and I think that a huge thing, um, you know, coming back to, you know, nothing's off the table about topics, and we'll talk on any subject, is that um, just making it normal.
Yeah.
You know, it's a thought, sure, it's counterproductive to life, but it happens, and for whatever reason, you don't have to make an excuse for the thought, but it happens, and it's normal. Anyway, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm gonna keep reading. Uh, Oh, why though?
Well,
I think why is very subjective to like each circumstance. So like there's no like one answer. If that's what you're asking. It needs to be a lot better though. Sort of like to get mental health would be nice, if it was quick, but it is slow. Um, but that's because they want to be out the people that just want, magic wand, and then they're better. They want people that will go to um um what do you call it? Open like group therapy sessions over and over, and then once they hit that mark, then um then they're just like, okay, you can get like maybe a personal therapist. You can go to these like closed groups, things like that. Yeah, mental health care. I went through that off the street. Yeah, I'm just saying that the limitations that they do have, I think there's a purpose. I see it, and I think it's needed, like, especially. Okay, we might move from Saturday best to Madday best, but for people that use terms like, oh, my OCD, oh, my ADHD, it's like you're self-diagnosing yourself. You give yourself excuses.
yeah, people are quick to diagnose to find problems
Mm-hmm.
because if they have a medical reason for it, then they're exempt from fixing it.
Yes. Yeah, looking at this right now, I don't think we have a full season
With what?
of topics.
I think we need to expand on them to eat up the time. But like usually, I'd be the one expanding on it, and I'm not doing it. I'm just here.
We can,
Like,
but we can only expand on like topics. I think we need more. Uh, Self-diagnosis are valid though in a lot of those cases for several reasons. I think what you mean though is when people flippantly use those terms without doing proper research. Yes, that is that is exactly. Thank you for being able to eloquently um, spell it out. I do feel like that a lot of people try and use the excuse of being ADHD, OCD, you know, whatever they feel that is popular. I think that for normal people, they think that they need to be one of these things to be relevant. And they don't know the damage they're causing. For instance, the autism community tends to be accepting to self-diagnosis because a lot of people, oh, can't afford, yeah, can't afford diagnosis, don't have access to professionals, super long wait times, yeah, or discrimination, right? Yeah, yeah. I think you put it well. There's a difference of somebody who's self-diagnosing and fitting into a community, and somebody who's just being flippant and trying to make themselves popular. I don't know if that makes sense, but okay. I'll be right back.
Wait, what?
I'm back. Oh, wait. Some people use OCD a lot when they like things tidy, yes, or they say they have ADHD because they get hyper sometimes. Yeah, sure. I think they generalize it and they don't understand that how they use it just marginalizes the people that actually have those diagnosed things. But they don't realize that those terms are used to describe things and then surface stereotypical symptoms. Exactly, yes. You said it much better. Yes. Well, I am out of questions. Oh, do you think media is getting better at portraying mental illness disabilities? No. No, I don't think so. What do you think? Do you think that media? Okay, might be asleep. Yeah, for 10 hours. I kicked him, so he doesn't hear me anymore. Um, Going back to your question, that is fantastic. Overall, no. I don't think that media is getting better. I think that I think that the need to be fantastical, and to embellish things are still so deep rooted into those kind of things that um, it's still not beneficial for people. It's not, it's not real enough to say, okay, hey, good job. Well, I try. I know. I'm not good at words, and I'm working on trying to have an opinion. So yeah, but that's what I thought on the subject. Um, but I'm open to all kinds of questions if you want. You don't have to. That was a good question. I like that. And that does like exclude Sweet Girl, which on Netflix, fantastic movie. But mental yeah, I thought you. Well, yeah, no, it was. I didn't even like come across it myself, and um, actually, airport there, he said, "You want to watch a movie? This is like the greatest movie ever." And I watched it, and then immediately watched it again, and then after I watched it the second time, I sent him the message. I was like, "You undersold this movie." Yeah, no, it was a good time. I liked it. I didn't like it just because it was about DID. I liked it because they did it smartly. Like with everything leading up to that point. I think they did so well. I think better say pretty. Well, true. Yeah, it's getting late. It was fun. Yeah, it was by. It was good. Apparently, we put Derek to bed, so he'll be sleeping well in his car. I've been trying to guide him and make him aware of things that will happen in his circumstance, like paranoia. So we'll see how things go. And thank you so much for asking questions, being here. Um, it's an honor, really. Thank you. Let's see if this. Oh, look at that! It works. Most welcome. All right. Well, Thank you, Magnik. Both Ignatius and Aquatius, both the same person, joining. Um, creating topics and trying to explain maybe taboo things without judgment is the biggest thing. I think that we can try and explain things, but don't judge. It's just facts. That was the biggest thing. Uh, so anyway, thank you everyone that either came in, chatted, like Nick, um, featured, like Ignatius, Aquatius. I say Aquatius wrong. I said Aquatius so long. I just can't stop. I like saying Aquatius. But anyway, have a good time. Take care. See you well. And until next time, see you later.